has now reached Botswana. The Southern African nation is now ready to work and deliver to the people. That's according to their president, Duma Boko. Leadership and legacy begins now.
I will say to you today that any president of any country who wants to be president for more than 10 years, anybody who has that ambition is instantly a failure.
Is Duma Boko. He's just 54 years old and leading the way in Africa awakening, a body figure at the forefront of rising generation of leaders. A new wind is sweeping across the continent, from Ouagadougou to Gaborone, a wind of boldness and urgency, a wind of leaders who are not waiting for the future, they are shaping it now.
Those who came before me did not fail because they didn't have ideas. They did, maybe even better ideas. They just didn't implement them.
Botswana, long regarded as a stable democracy stepping into a new chapter. At the heart of this transformation stands Duma Boko, the newly elected president whose race has captured the imagination of a continent. His message to the nation has been unmistakable. Change will not wait. It is not just a political shift, it is a revolutionary mandate. Gone are the days of cautious reforms and slow bureaucracy. Botswana's new leader is determined to bring about a spectacular transformation within 3 years, and his sense of urgency is as sharp as his vision. For decades, Botswana enjoyed a global prize for its peace, democratic stability, and responsible resource management. But underneath the surface, the frustration of the people had been growing. Corruption, inequality, and unemployment has taken root. The diamond wealth that once promised prosperity for all had instead created deep divide. The system was no longer delivering for the ordinary citizen. Then came the political earthquake of 2024. The people voted not just for a new leader, but for a new era. Duma Boko's rise to power marked the end of 50 years of single-party dominance. His leadership came not with compromise, but with conviction. His approach has broken the mold of traditional governance. From the very start, he rejected the notion that meaningful change must take a decade. His argument is simple. If people need housing, jobs, and justice today, then waiting for us to act is a betrayal of the very promise of leadership.
We, African heads of state, must stop behaving like puppets that dance every time the imperialists pull the strings. When we, the people, decide to defend ourselves, we are labeled as militias, but that's not the issue here. The problem is seeing African heads of state who bring nothing to these people who are fighting, but who sing the same tune as the imperialists by labeling us as militias, thus calling us men who do not respect human rights.
This boldness has drawn comparison to one of the most influential figures in Africa today, Burkina Faso's Ibrahim Traore. Young, fearless, and uncompromising, Traore has become a symbol of Pan-African resilience. In a short time, he redefined leadership in West Africa by putting his people first and refusal to bend to external pressures. Duma Boko, through a civilian, appeared to echo the same spirit. His leadership carries the hallmarks of the Traore's effect: urgency, discipline, and deep connection to the struggles of everyday citizens. Both leaders share a refusal to be neutral in times of injustice. Boko's transformation agenda is unfolding in phases. His first priority is to root out corruption from the heart of government. A new anti-corruption agency has been empowered to investigate public institutions, audit, and hold officials accountable. The days of hidden deals and untraceable funds are being brought to an end. The second phase focuses on economic revival. For too long, Botswana resilience on diamond has left it vulnerable. Boko's administration is looking to diversify, boosting agriculture, build industrial zone, and supporting local entrepreneurs. The goal is a self-sustaining economy that offers dignity through work and opportunity through ownership. In the third year of his plan, social development will take the center stage. Affordable housing, universal health care, education reforms, the rural infrastructure are on the table. The vision is clear: a Botswana where every citizen, regardless of background, can live with pride, security, and opportunity. But beyond policies and programs, what sets this leadership apart is presence. Duma Boko is not governing from a distance. He is out in the communities, holding forums, working walking through villages and listening to the people's firsthand. He believes that leadership must be lived, not just declared. This hands-on, people-first approach is resonating far beyond Botswana's border. Across Africa, young people are watching closely. They are inspired not by promises, but by action. And they are asking, is this the beginning of a broad Africa awakening? Of course, the road ahead will not be easy. Entrenched interests remain. Institutional inertia is real. There will be missteps, setbacks, and fierce resistance from those who profited under the old system. But there is also an unshakable momentum, a belief that something powerful is unfolding. Duma Boko's presence is not just about a country. It's about a constant hunger for progress. It's about proving that transformation is possible not someday, but now. That leadership can be ethical, effective, and accountable. That Africa time is not in the future. It is here. Many thanks for watching today's episode of Leadership and Legacy. Please do remember to subscribe for you to get a notification on every new video. I wish you the best of time. I've been your host, Simba Baraka.
Because perhaps they failed to appreciate that the structures that are in place are not properly suited to the attainment of quick action. So you need to subvert some of these rules and processes unapologetically. And I will do it.